Hello, welcome to Group 16 Lecture 4. In this, we'll discuss about oxides. Okay, Group 16 elements they form two types of oxides in general. One is if these group elements are given as EO2 and EO3. EO2 means SO2, SeO2, TeO2, polonium oxide. These kind of compounds you can expect. EO3, SO3, SeO3, tellurium oxide, you can expect all this. Polonium generally won't show +6 oxidation states, so don't expect POO3. So in these, what are the special lines? What questions you can expect? First line is about their structures. SO2 for example, it is having a structure like this. Here the hybridization is sp2. There is a lone pair of electrons. You can see this is the lone pair of electrons. 2 sigma bonds are there, expected because of sp2 hybridization. 2 sigma bonds are there. One is with lone pair of electrons. Rest 2 pi bonds are interesting. One pi bond is called p pi p pi. Sulfur's p orbital, oxygen's also p orbital, p pi p pi. Another is d pi p pi. You can say p pi d pi also, no problem. That is with respect to what you are saying. Sulfur's d orbital and oxygen's p orbital is going to participate. So in sulfur dioxide, how it is going to be? Sulfur 16 electronic configuration, neon 3s2 3p4. If you see in boxes, it will be like this. sp2 hybridization we want, and we need a total 4 bonds, so 2 unpaired electrons are here. Just go for one excitation. This is the first excitation case. In the first excitation case, there are 4 unpaired electrons. As I said, this is sp2 hybridization. With this electron, it's going to form a sigma bond. With this, it is going to form a sigma bond. With this, it is going to form a pi bond. With this pi bond. Oxygen's orbitals is always p orbitals. Oxygen is not having any d orbital. If this p orbital is participating in pi bond, that is called p pi p pi. It's p orbital, oxygen's p orbital. If this is forming a bond, that is called d pi p pi, because this is d orbital and oxygen's p orbital. So one pi bond is p pi p pi, another pi bond is d pi p pi. One very special case about SO2, sulfur dioxide. If it is sulfur trioxide, then what happens? And what are other special cases? What happens in the remaining? That we'll see one by one. Sulfur trioxide, if you see, SO3, sp2 hybridization, planar triangle, 3 sigma bonds will be there, 3 pi bonds will be there. Of these pi bonds, one is p pi p pi, rest 2 are d pi p pi. Okay, sulfur, one double bond O, another double bond, one double bond. 3 sigma bonds. If you say this is p pi p pi, this you need to say d pi p pi, and this is also d pi p pi. As usual, just now we were discussing, in the same way you can see for 6 bond formation, another electron also should jump into d orbital. So 2 d unpaired electrons will be there. They will be forming d pi p pi bonds. Sulfur trioxide, sp2, planar, 3 sigma, 3 pi bonds. Okay, this type of questions very common. You can expect these kind of questions about oxides. What are other specialties? If you see selenium dioxide is solid and it is a polymer. Selenium dioxide, how it is going to be polymer? What type of structure it supports? You see, selenium double bond O oxygen, selenium double bond O oxygen, selenium double bond O oxygen, oxygen. So this is the polymeric structure of selenium dioxide, which is you say solid form, polymeric in nature. Tellurium dioxide is having 2 types of structures. It may be amorphous or crystalline. Amorphous form is called brookite and crystalline form is called rutile. Polonium dioxide is also possible in two ways. Alpha and beta, both are crystalline forms. Selenium dioxide, solid polymeric structure. You can see the structure. Tellurium dioxide, two forms are there. Brookite and rutile. Brookite is amorphous, rutile is crystalline. And polonium dioxide is alpha and beta, two forms. Both forms are crystalline forms. This is about dioxides. What specialties are there in trioxides? In trioxides, if you see SO3, SeO3, TeO3, all are acidic in nature. All are soluble in water. What happens when they are soluble in water? SO3 gives H2SO4. SeO3 gives H2SeO4, selenic acid. And TeO3 gives, very interestingly, don't expect H2TeO4, it is H6TeO6. Hexa, TeOH taken 6, you can say. This is telluric acid. Sulfur trioxide, selenium trioxide, tellurium trioxide, all are acidic in nature. Soluble in water. When they are soluble in water, they form acids. You can see the acids here. Sulfuric acid, selenic acid, and telluric acid. Structures we were discussing just now, that is sp2, planar triangle structure. But SO3 is available in two forms. One is cyclic form, another is open chain form. Okay, cyclic form and open chain form, how it is going to be, just we will have a look. About trioxides we are seeing. Sulfur trioxide, alpha form, it's a trimer form. Selenium, if you see, selenium trioxide will be tetramer. Similar type of structure like SO3. So a trimer means SO3 taken thrice, you can say. This kind of structures we write in B3N3H6, Bn, and all those cases we write now in the similar way. Sulfur, oxygen, sulfur, oxygen, oxygen, sulfur, oxygen. This is trimeric form. If you want selenium, you just increase one more. Okay, now this is 6-member ring. In tetramer form, 8-member ring is possible. So the specialty of this alpha trimeric form is that cyclic form is thermally it is more stable form, or is a thermodynamically stable. Thermodynamically it is going to be stable, and kinetically it is labile. This word generally we use in organic chemistry. Thermodynamically stable and kinetically stable. Kinetics means you are saying in terms of the rate of reaction. Thermodynamically means you are saying in terms of heat of reaction. Okay, now how much stable it is, how much fast it is reacting, in that sense. So SO3 alpha form, which is a trimer, is thermodynamically more stable form, and kinetically it is going to be labile. And what about its another form, that is called gamma form? Gamma form is, as I told you, that's going to be an open chain structure. Open chain structure, how it is going to be, I will just show you. SO3 taken N, this you can say gamma form. Gamma form is polymeric form. Okay, taken N I mentioned, not 3. Okay, it's a polymeric form. Polymeric means more number of units you can join. Same thing. S double bond O, oxygen. S double bond O, oxygen. S double bond O, oxygen. Like this you have to increase. It is the polymeric form. It will be continued, and these cases are reverse. This is thermodynamically unstable. The previous one was thermodynamically stable and kinetically labile, but this is kinetically inert. kinetically inert. SO3, gamma form is polymeric form, gamma form is thermodynamically unstable form, alpha form is thermodynamically stable, and gamma form is kinetically inert, and alpha form is kinetically labile. Kinetically labile means it is, you can say, changing. So these are the general things about the oxides. We wanted to make short lectures, so it is going more than 10 minutes. We'll do one thing about sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. We'll discuss in another class. Lecture 5 about sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Right? Thank you.